I don't say this often, but watching this video will truly make a difference when it comes to you getting on the property ladder. So this video is for first-time buyers, and I've shared a lot of tips and tricks, but watching this video will make a huge difference. This video is on deposits. Now, there are going to be some surprises along the way, and the amount of clients I've explained this to, and they are in shock. They don't realise, they wished people had told them sooner. So I'm telling you sooner because most of my clients are already saved their deposit, they've done their credit, they've found the property and they're a way to go. But this video is for people that are a bit earlier in the stage. They've only just started saving a deposit, for example. So first, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to actually show you the Get Mortgage Ready Club. And by doing that, it will explain what I'm actually talking about. So, for example, within the Get Mortgage Ready Club, there are several tabs. And at the moment, we're in the Classroom tab. And you've got a section called GMR, which stands for Get Mortgage Ready, Knowledge Hub. That's split into the dictionary section, the resources section. Now, the resources, you may recognize these. You've got the don't do list, which is very popular. You've got the buying process, which we did the other night. And then you've also got the how to get mortgage ready mini guide. But what I want to show you today is the deposit types and evidence checklist. It sounds pretty boring, but it makes such a big difference. And people have actually not bought their properties because of this. Now, who am I? My name is Manda, and I'm the mortgage coach. I combine mortgage advice with financial coaching. I've been a mortgage advisor since 2020, and I bought in my 20s. So I've got both sides of the experience. Anyway, enough about me. Let's start talking about this. Now, the most common is personal savings. That's what the majority of people do. And what I would like to say is lenders, they are looking for the bank statements for those savings accounts. So when I always say 3 months bank statements, that's normally to prove your income and your expenses. If you save in a personal savings account, then it does need to be in a completely different account. The account has got to be in your name, and the account details have got to be visible. That is the proof. So, I mean, some people do, it's their parents' savings or their grandparents or somebody's putting money aside for them or whatever. You do need to have an audit trail of who they are. If it's not your savings, then it's not personal savings. It's another category, which I'll go over a little bit later. I would always recommend that you go for a lifetime ISA, which is called a LISA, or just the standard ISA, because the standard ISA has a high interest account, high interest, sorry, for that account, and the lifetime ISA has the 25k government bonus. Now, as of this recording, people still have the lifetime ISA and they are still benefiting from the 25% government bonus, but it depends when you watch this recording what the government are going to do. With the ISA, again, you need bank statements. Sometimes you might get an annual statement. Sometimes you might get a more frequent one. You need confirmation of the government bonus if you want us to take that into consideration when we're saying how much your deposit is. And then the funds, the money must go direct to the solicitor. So the next thing is, like I was saying with the savings, if it is in a different person's account, then it is considered a gifted deposit. Now, friends and family, I've put here. Now, some lenders are very, very strict, and it will only be your parents or your step parents or something like that. Some lenders will go as far as brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles, that kind of thing. Some lenders will actually let friends give you gifts. So it depends on your relate. If you've got a close relationship and you can prove that it's a genuine relationship, then the chances are that you might find a lender that will be able to do that. I have done with my previous clients in the past. And with that, there are different levels of evidence. So you might need it might be a gifted letter. Some lenders have their own template that you need to fill out. So it might be a gifted letter or form. Some still want to see bank statements from that individual to prove where the money came from. So sale of asset. So this can be, yes, selling a car. I've had clients do that in the past, selling shares, crypto, not so much, jewelry, definitely, and also selling of property and things like that. So at the end of the day, when you're looking at these, it is all about timing. I once had a client who had shares. Now it was end of March that we were doing this, and they get a bonus on for if they've still got it was company shares. They've still got their company shares by April, they get a bonus. So we were able to organise with the lender that to give them the offer, and it was a conditional offer to say that they would sell the shares as soon just before exchange and completion. Hopefully, you guys remember exchange and completion from my previous video that I did yesterday. But sometimes, it is good to have a mortgage advisor because we can talk to the lenders and try and arrange different things for you. With sale of asset, you will need proof of ownership, sale of receipt, or the contract. And again, you need to be shown those bank statements showing that the money's going in. Inheritance is another one. The one thing I would say, and you can see all the details here, the one thing I would say about inheritance is just check the timing, because the amount of clients I've had that they've said that they've gone through probate and then they have to wait several months more to actually get the physical cash. And by then, some lenders don't want to wait. The person who is selling it to you doesn't want to wait. So you need to bear that in mind with the timing. Sometimes it's best to wait till you've got the physical money in your bank account and you're just showing the executive letter and the grant of probate as proof of where it originated from, rather than you're in the middle of probate or probate's just ended, because you really don't know the timing of that. Help from a partner. That's if it's either a joint deposit or if you're buying a property on your own and the partner wants to contribute. Same, you need to have, bank statement evidence, and as long as it shows where the money's coming from. I once had someone buying a buy to let, and their partner was helping with that, and they were actually drawing down on their pension. So that's something else to consider. So, and then the final page is if it's lump sum. So some people put big like bonuses towards things, and or commission overtime, things like that. So you just need to prove it really. And the other thing is, it's very, very rare to, I've never had to get an employer's reference, to be honest. As long as you've got the bank statement and then the pay slip showing the bonus, it normally is okay. Plus, they like to have worked there a decent amount of time. When you're actually showing your contract, when you're looking at commission rather than bonus, you can actually explain this is my base rate and I get this amount of commission every single month or quarter or whatever. And that is what has been going into my savings account. So you can prove it that way. You've got overseas savings as well. And if it's a combination, then it would literally be each one, whatever it's related to. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said, it really, really is important to understand this. You can get a copy of this PDF. It's within the resources. So if you join the Get Mortgage Ready Club, which is free to join, the resources will be within there, which is also free. So hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Bye bye.